Hola, hola. Ay, que me ajusto. Pues vamos a darle. A ver. Ya está todo. Sí. Sí. Vale, le damos. Ahí creo que está todo bien. Y ahora candidato añido del halcón. Vale, y ahora acabamos con las... con lo de las bestias. Sí, sí, sí. Que al parecer ya nos las podemos encontrar. Algunas, igual todas, ¿no? Pero ya había alguna de clase P. Que tiene pinta de que somos clase C. Así que, uy, mira, ¿qué es esto? ¿Cadenas? Ah, qué guay, ¿no? Ah, dividiendo el mapa. Ah, eso está muy guay. Vale.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares.
Kupka es Gaia, ¿no?
He has a knack for that sort of thing.
Pues otro.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of those beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day.
Hasta su región.
Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
Es verdad, no era mucho transformarse en Siva desde el principio.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
Lazos de sangre.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends?
Hello, Amelia.
Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Vale, aquí enemigos. Vale, los chocobos, si no atacas al... Uy, vale. Ah, no puedes caerte, vale. Si no atacas al dorado, no te atacan. Ah, hablando de chocobos.
Come on.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's so nice. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Puedo atacar con...? Sí puedo.
Thanks, Gal.
Bueno. Ahí. Vale, me tengo que acostumbrar a...
Nice try.
Primer combate siempre de prueba. Oh, sorry, new people. Oh, thank you. VTuber Minato Aqua. I hope I said it right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, yeah, on Twitter? Yeah, sure. Of course. Expect my follow. Oh, thank you, Amelia. But right now, I'm sorry, but I'm not interested in logos right now until I grow a little bit more. So maybe in the future, for sure, we can talk about it. And thank you for the follow. Thank you. Thank you to both of you. I hope you enjoy. Para esto. Now the Phoenix. Ah, that ability is so good. Okay, you can parry that. Now this, I should be able to do this. I missed. One. Okay. Now the thunder. This ability is still not used to directly, but okay. Oof, okay, Super Saiyan. Okay, I was not concentrated. Okay, if I'm interested, yeah, for sure, I can write to you on Twitter. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hey, Draxnar. How are you? ¿Una buena noche? Espero que sí. Joder, la verdad que me han dejado bastante tocado aquí, ¿eh? Vale, quería el objeto. Si no le ataco, me ataca. Vale. Vale, tenemos que ir a... izquierda, vale. Choco. Thank you to all of you for coming to say hi. Appreciate it. Ok, galopar.
Fly, Ambrosia.
We're not alone.
No, I don't want to fight. I say no.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Intento que Choco would be nice. Sí, sí.
You? Nothing, we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome
The Black
dawn.
Knights. I will follow right now.
Pity to make examples of you all,
VTuber
for the transgressions
on Twitter.
of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
All right, I heard you the
How
first
was it?
time.
Minato A. Ah, okay, I see you. There you go. Sorry, checking a couple of things. Okay, everything correct. Por supuesto, preguntar a los aldeanos.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered.
Oh
The
my
Empire
god.
wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100 full legions?
Este es otro acento distinto.
I
Mola.
heard it were 1,000.
It's really cool that they use different accents in different, at least, kingdoms. I like it. Ah. Vale, ¿dónde está el otro?
We're going hunting for outlaws.
No. No. Vale, debería estar aquí al lado, ¿no? Ahí, vale.
More left to join the garrison. You seen him, didn't you? I'm sorry.
Ah, maybe it's like
Black Shield.
tension.
Just now.
You know, like you are in.
seen him,
My
didn't
god,
you?
something's
At least
happening.
I
It's
think it was
dangerous.
Black Shield.
I don't know.
Last time I ever saw one before.
Pero sí tiene razón, sí que lo escucho.
Was
Sí,
this
sí,
the
sí.
first time they visited the village? But what do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be
Qué
harboring
calor, bebed agua.
firebrands.
Drink water.
If only we were. I might have turned him in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these
Really?
firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. How'd you get it? But we need to find out. Greetings, friend.
Sí, ahora suena más el
We are
heartbeat.
travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing.
Oh, qué amable.
I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will
La
gladly
virreina.
submit. This village will not become another East Pole.
Then we shall be on our way.
Bueno, al menos Clive es pacifista.
These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do?
Bueno,
Perhaps
Cami,
the next
al menos
village
ya no
will
tienes
yield
el
more
heartbeat.
answers.
Perhaps.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Por resort está... ¿Esto lo han dejado en inglés? Por mí mejor, pero... vale, este bicho. Guay.
Ever since the Apollo tree, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking you? The mother crystals collapse?
Muy fine.
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
Garuda me... A veces digo que no, pero a veces sí me gusta, ¿eh? Pero se la ha cargado Torgal prácticamente. Vale, la Mu me tengo que... Todavía acostumbrar a ver. Es muy distinto de jugar. Esa distancia, básicamente. Bueno. Sí, no. Uno menos. Es que se me hace raro tener que hacerlo, ¿eh? Y ahora, si le ataco... No, así no. Así. No está mal, no está mal. Pero creo que... cuando desbloquee el siguiente icon lo cambiaré por Damu. Casi seguro. Vale. Voy a ir... Quiero ver todo, así que... Vamos a ir soldados. Paso. Aquí. Bueno, un objeto. Ah, material. No está mal. Sé que no me gusta mucho. A ver. No, no me acaba de comentar. Teniendo en cuenta que creo que hay 2 espacios. Shiva, es que no sé, Mamut también igual. Odin. Pero Odin es parecido al amo. Tita. Yo creo que todos los que hemos visto. En algún punto. Que creo que son 8. Quitando el Fénix.
More of my mother's men.
Sí. No, no quiero hacer eso. Tu cosa. Ah. No, es que Odín también es electricidad. Esa es la diferencia. Es eso. Es como si también de electricidad, pero Odín es físico, physical attacks, y la Mu sería más magia. En teoría, es más fuerte Odín. Generalmente, en los juegos. Igual aquí son iguales. Pero en teoría, Odín más fuerte. Hombre, una trampa. No. Por Delore, Bahamut. De Dragon. Siempre es el más fuerte. Luego suele variar, pero siempre suelen ser como Bahamut.
Clive.
Luego igual Leviatán y Odín, más o menos. De los recurrentes. Igual en algún juego hay alguno nuevo distinto, pero de los recurrentes son esos.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are, and still, you would bear your steel. Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Vale, primero gira por el mago.
Say that again. I'll show you a true shield of Rosaria.
Es verdad, muy buena sido.
Nice try.
Vale. Dale, Torval. Venga, Exactly. Un poco.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Siempre digo que luego, pero al final... Si tengo esto... Hemos dicho que esto es defense. Vale, dominar es 1000. Ah, esto ni siquiera está mejorado. ¿Qué hace? Después en el comienzo sí que mete la potencia del ataque. Ya voy a mejorar esto. Sí. Se incrementan 1 golpes. La mu creo que no lo voy a mejorar, sinceramente. Y super soño. Sí, ahora ya está. Ahora tenemos 3 barras. Sí.
Find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
Vale.
This was my mother's doing.
Madre mía, con la motor.
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it.
Exactly. He can kill, the others no.
We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
O sea, esto conecta con... Ah, vale, por eso no podíamos pasar por aquí. Hemos desbloqueado viaje rápido. Y ahora hay que seguir. Vale.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
Vale, parece que van a haber bastantes combates ahora. Bueno, ese es un NPC. Tiene pinta. Puente Pijuela. Pijuela.
Didn't happen to come by way of Old Hill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day.
Sí.
The next morn, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
Sí, bueno, ya hemos visto por qué. Efectivamente.
I did, Mummy. I could hear him shouting from down the road.
They tell us there's a curfew, but then refuse us passage back to our home.
En honor a los 250 años de historia del Gran Ducado de Rosario. Gloria eterna al Fénix, a su pueblo. Sí. No more Phoenix.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
Oh, se me olvida que... Ah, no, aquí no podemos echar chocobo.
Don't go thinking you'll find refuge in the houses outside Port Isolde. The place is a wretched hive of thieves and blackguards.
Bandidos, bien. Combate. Vale, ahora. Playa de silencio. Cangrejo maligno. Luca Mitchell Ring.
Just the one of you, eh?
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened.
My mother happened.
Nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance.
Vale. Ah, vale. No puedo ir por aquí todavía.
Let's hope my uncle fared better.
Vamos a ver, investigar a playa.
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
No me gusta que me hagan bajarme de choco para abrir cofres. Es bastante incómodo. Crabs. Hostia. Ya lo he desbloqueado, ¿no? Sí. Ah, mercy. Esa voz.
Voice-rinsed dogs they are. You can't ignore us forever.
Let us in or we'll die on your doorstep.
Better out there than in here.
More than enough
Fuck off. And the chinless bastards. Those crystals belong to us all. They did ours. I said, where were you, filth? Back to your stalls. Cut you down where you stand. Just try it.
Inténtalo si tienes
Chances of
huevos.
slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards.
No.
Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble.
Por supuesto.
The Lazarus.
Vale, ahora podemos pasar por ahí.
We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
Ah, esos no eran Black Shields. No, vale, pensaba que sí.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Ah, puedes planear. Los chocobos molan mucho, tío, en todos los juegos. No. Un pollo. El pollo diablo. ¿Vale? Primero vamos a mirar esto.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Uy, el cofre. Lo he visto por la UI, por el icono de la UI, ¿eh? Si no, no... Todo raro, mira aquí. Aquí. Ahí.
Not abandoned then.
¿Un guardia?
traitors!
Hoy. No se lo aconsejo.
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out. Or not.
Es que éramos muy fuerte, pero luego tarda bastante en recargarse. ¿Sabes?
It's over.
Exacto.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix.
Ah, este es el del principio.
Can't be. I was there when you died.
Este es el del principio. This guy, I remember him.
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
Another bro.
We can speak inside.
A esos no los he matado.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire.
Now we encountered the
But
soldiers we needed.
we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
So Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Ok, voy heavy. Ya vamos.
And ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
No, pero ya está. Reclutado.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Me están diciendo que tenga cuidado. Voy a guardar por si acaso.
We'll show them that the fire
Una tienda.
You are welcome to what little we have managed to salvage.
Tienda. Tiene cosas. Reina un 3% más. No, la verdad es que lo lleno bastante rápido. Rosa del desierto, de esto no tengo nada. Nah.
I will be here should you need aught else.
Tell us then, Sir Wade.
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
Vale.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Oldale have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Ahora, vamos para allá.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Es verdad que ahora tengo reputación también. Cierto, cuando hago misiones. Algunos personajes se unirán a tu grupo como acompañantes durante un tiempo. Sin embargo, no podrán acompañarte si te desplazas a otra ubicación. Vale.
We'll keep them from the bridge.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
No sé para qué ponen esta animación de
Since they burned
R2.
their first village, we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Nivel 26 estoy ya, ¿eh? Oye, esta gente. Venga.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Ahora mismo. Ahí está. Ahora, cinemático.
What is it now? I told you,
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame. Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog,
Yes.
could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields?
Sí.
Then come! Die along with your flame! For Azaria!
For Azaria!
Las canciones.
Your petty revolution ends here. On these
No.
our swords
Mierda.
we
A ver.
swear.
¿Qué quería hacer? Me he liado. Quería hacer el barrito del Fénix. No. Qué mal lo he hecho, madre mía. Easy.
Reinforcements from the far bank.
Another wyvern to find their battles for them.
Hombre. Va, primero quiero matar a... Qué mal lo estoy haciendo hoy, Ahí. Vale, y ahora esto. Y ahora esto. Y eso lo he hecho mal.
The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
Hasta la vista.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Finish him.
I needed that. Fine hound.
Mierda, tenía el micro apagado. Estupendo. Pequeño fallo.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I.
Vale, quitando algún pequeño fallo que no estaba atento.
Bloody worked.
Bastante bien.
We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
De chico tiene fe.
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements?
Yeah, let's see if we see it.
My lord.
Or maybe on YouTube, but not here. También tengo curiosidad de cómo son los checkpoints. Si te ponen antes de la batalla o si tienes que recargar el último save. No lo sé.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord,
vale, o sea que nuestro
knowing that
tío
one
es
wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
What?
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Ya, bueno.
Thank you, Sir Wade.
Nos has cargado por nosotros.
If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Mansión Rostro. Ah, ya hemos llegado. Vale, pensaba que teníamos que ir nosotros. No, a ver esto.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance.
Joder, cómo se oyen los pasos, ¿no? Vale, es un tío muy grande.
Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Ah, pues no, no es tan grande. Pero tiene un hacha.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue.
Sí, sí. ¿Combate? Ah, no.
You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Ahora es actor.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Maddo in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy. It's really you.
Al fin alguien que muestra sentimiento.
You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
Oh, lo
I
fas
have a
crack.
favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
The good ones.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of...
Ahora en serio, ¿cuántos años tendrá Clive? Se ha dicho que ha sido 20 años desde hace eso.
All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Sí, maybe, yeah, 13, 14.
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not
So now 25 and 30 something?
It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. One thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid.
Yeah,
You were
pretty
always
fun,
such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
I like the uncle. See, I mean, for Japanese you are 20 something or suddenly you pass from 20 to 80. There is no in between. Well, in this game maybe a few characters, but
over there. Go on.
See, all of these 20.
Ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
A monster.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Qué bonito.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Vale, Torcar, a dormir. Vale. Sí, no puedo ir a ningún sitio más hasta que completes. Morir. Sí.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Vale, tenemos esta y Una de las secundarias que Kami dice que no me tengo que perder.
I didn't take you for a scholar, Ivan.
Oh, this?
A ver qué se está poniendo.
Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it... I went from...
Esto lo pasamos rápido. Sí.
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer.
Fantastic!
So...
Chancer's stew. It was once a favorite among the gourmet.
Vale, tengo que recoger ingredientes para hacer platos.
Does the book say anything?
Well, only that the sweetest violet...
Roses. One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something.
No, de la prioridad, porque ahora no puedo hacerlo, básicamente. Ahora no puedo, ¿no? Ah, sí, sí puedo. Vale. La otra es esta de aquí. Ah, tengo correo también. No, la verdad. Lo de cocinar y la comida no me gusta nada. Eso del 15 no me gustaba nada. Creo que solamente lo pusieron en ese Final Fantasy, en el 15, en el resto creo que no lo pusieron. Sí, no tiene pinta de que vaya a haber. Las cartas. Vale. Sí, o sea, no dice nada. Vale. Sin más, no me dan nada. No me dan información. Por aquí no puedo bajar. ¿O sí? No. Vale, vamos a que echaremos las secundarias. Y igual lo dejamos por ahí porque entre vidas algo y demás yo creo que ya acabará siendo una buena hora. Y vale.
How did we never
There are
hear?
new billets being posted
August.
every...
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a... Normally, it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back. Something's getting him down.
Oh, Dios mío.
It's like he's not
Es
a
raro,
spark,
¿no?
you know? He's barely got... But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear.
Vale.
Fine.
Knew you done...
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go wait a bit, then head over when you...
Vale, vamos a ver si está rápido.
I could have sworn we had a few.
Tiene pinta de que va a ser otra de hablar solo. Pero en teoría es una buena recompensa, así que... No, igual no solo hablar. Bueno, la veremos.
What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your... I thought you might...
No me jodas.
I told you not to stick your nose in my...
Clive just wants to help, innit? Talk to him. You never... Please, mate.
Please, man.
It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
No.
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, The other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be.
Vale.
Made my stuff look like every clumsy shit.
Está debajo ahora, ¿eh?
I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for. Now piss off.
All right. We're going.
O sea, que habrá que comprarles ese chaleco de cuero.
I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of hail. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all...
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps, assuming you're happy to...
Too bloody right.
Glad to hear it. First...
Sí, me imaginaba que acabaríamos comprándolo. Seguro que está en otro sitio y hay que ir allí y bla bla.
Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up, but it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. That's all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
Vale.
See.
He did tell me summit though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it.
Hay que gastar. Vale,
Somewhere
vale.
in Sambrec, maybe. Care Northern. That was it.
Thank you, Karen.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming level.
Vale, o sea, hay que matar una bestia de estas.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets.
Good idea.
Vale, a ver qué nivel es. Me imagino que será C. Bueno, igual C como mucho, no sé. ¿Qué pasa? Grifo. Madre B. Pues Bastión Norvent desde Lost Wing. Uno de estos compañeros fue derribado, bla bla bla. Vale. Hacia el Bastión Norvent desde Lost Wing. Ya.
How did we never...
O sea, tienes que encontrarlo por tu cuenta. Desde Lost Wing. Lost Wing. Vale, hacia el bastión. Vale, desde Lost Wing hacia allí. Vale. Vale, voy a guardar. Vale. Desde aquí hacia el bastión. Por aquí, entonces. ¿Esto qué es? Puerta oeste de Bastión de Rey. Ah, vale, esto me lleva aquí. Vale, o sea, en teoría tengo que ir por mi izquierda.
Good day to you.
Aquí no puedo, ¿no? Ya ves que tiene este señor, ya que tiene algo nuevo. No. Incrementa la cantidad de puntos de habilidad obtenidos tras los combates contra enemigos comunes un 20%. Contra enemigos comunes. Me lo estoy pensando, ¿eh? No tengo pociones. 3.
I trust it's all here.
No. No lo quiero, no lo quiero. No.
Keep fighting the good fight.
Voy por aquí. Vale, en teoría es por este camino. En algún punto.
This is no time to ride.
Este envairo me gusta mucho. La música con este bosque queda mucho. Bueno, ahora con esto como vale. Vale. Igual por aquí. Dragón. No, estamos con un hipogrifo. Dijo yo que lo reconoceremos, ¿no? Vale, yo diría que igual por aquí. Voy a haber hecho un viaje rápido aquí, pero bueno, vale. Hacia el bastión, o sea, hacia la derecha. Es eso, ¿no? Sí, ahí está. Espera, ¿es eso o no es eso? Como primero voy a guardar. ¿Eso es un hipogrifo? No, es una arpía de esas. ¿Qué hay? Esto está oculto. Un rapto. Vale. Sí. Eso no es ni de coña, ¿no?
Straight home now.
¿O sí? Ah, es otra distinta. Bueno, pues lo hacemos igualmente. O sea, salía que no era 27. Uno. Ahí, debajo. ¿Qué es eso? Oh. Esta música me gusta mucho. Vale, eso es más lento de lo que creo. Super Saiyan. Easy. No era lo que buscábamos, pero bueno. $6.200 pasta. Orbe cristalino cuyo. Vale, material.
Rest well. I know I will.
Sí, pero no era lo que queríamos. Sintonías desde el Lost Wing hasta el bastión, ¿no? Exacto, Kamiko. Si no lo encuentro, Kami, ¿puedes mirar dónde narices está? Rico. No. ¿Qué? La misión en español se llama Tribulaciones de un herrero. Básicamente es encontrar el grifo. Es la misión que tienes. Ay. No, si aquí ya hemos llegado a... No sé. O sea, yo por lo que he entendido estaba hecho donde mataba al otro, pero obviamente era uno distinto. Esto es un rato. Escorpiones. Buitre. No sé. Sí, el Lost Wing que he empezado es este de aquí, Lost Wing. Igual es por este camino, por el otro. Y sin disarea, maybe. El otro camino, el que no he cogido. Sí, ¿no? Vale. Igual es más rápido. In de punta. Vale. En esta. En este one. In this one. This. No. This. I mean, I don't care. Or in this one, the last one. Or here. Tiene que ir por aquí, ¿no? Sí, vale, pues entonces es más rápido ir aquí. Justo, había más opciones y he cogido la otra. Bueno, al menos hemos matado al otro. Así que no ha sido una pérdida de tiempo. No, vamos por mí, ¿no? Quiero... ¿No puedo? Tengo que ir desde aquí. Vale. Por aquí. Me obligan a ir a pata. Vale, vamos a luchar contra uno de clase B. Vale, esto correcto. Hombre, un cofre. Ah, vaya.
Yardan say the floods are closer than they've ever been.
Bla, bla. Ay, eso que no me gusta de estos. Son aquí y a la izquierda. Ah, por ahí arriba igual. Vale, vamos por aquí. Sí. Aquí, y ahora aquí. Sí. Vale, en cuanto podamos montar en Ambrosia, ahora va mucho más rápido.
Come on.
Next. No, este Byron me gusta mucho. Con la música. A mí personalmente me gusta.
Time to fight.
No. Hemos dicho que al final. Thank you, Cami, by the way. Como siempre. Vale. Vale, aquí en cuanto pueda. Quiero que vale. Guardar.
Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew.
Tiene que ser aquí entonces, ¿no? Sí, cinemático. Míralo, ¿eh? Vale, clase B. ¿28? Vale. 1. Vale. Me gusta mucho que cuando hace un ataque en área en el que se levanta o hace algo, la cámara se aleja para que puedas ver exactamente lo que está pasando. Es muy cómodo. El ala me gusta mucho porque es una animación corta y hace mucho daño. Y está a ver. Atrás. Igual esta no es la mejor habilidad para esto. Eso no. Vale. Super Saiyan. No, joder. He usado las habilidades que tenían cooldown y he perdido tiempo. Lo he hecho muy mal. Oh, me has esquivado, ¿eh? Ay. He apurado mucho. esperaba un poco más difícil. Simplemente es que tiene unos niveles más y ya está. Hirokane. Vale, materia que estamos buscando seguramente. Pero me ha gustado, me ha gustado. No, sí, en teoría sé que cuesta un poco más, pero... Los ataques se leen muy bien. Cosa que me gusta, ¿eh? Me gusta.
You all right?
Dare say I'll survive. That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, that...
More likely than not.
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker, if you...
Not so lowly from what I... You remember selling to...
Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Didn't stop her bot. She said...
It's not her who...
Vale. Corta mi diálogo para hacer un plano de...
Well, consider...
You should be.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. And I don't imagine an impress... Actually...
A ver qué nos da. El plano, los materiales.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make
Ah, el
that cuirass.
material. Vale.
If your man's as skilled as he sounds...
You sure?
Well, and thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. Short of showing him how to make the thing myself.
In that case,
I'd be much... Right. You send your...
will do.
Vale, un colega más.
Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
Ahí está. Vale, quiero hacer también la de pregunta del carnicero de la Junta de Marza. Para ya cerrar las dos secundarias antes de acabar el stream. Esta debería ser solamente hablar.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other.
Ah, welcome.
Unwanted violets, if you have them.
Why, you're looking for scorpion too.
What is a scorpion?
Unwanted violets used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer. When there was a war on, and even if they were...
You do the scorpion?
I dare say they do.
Thank you.
O sea, más escorpiones, esto tiene que ser 2 segundos. Hasta ahí. Venga, vamos. Esto debería ser de 5 minutos.
Stay sharp.
Ya lo dejamos.
Don't you go causing any trouble now.
Ambrosia.
Not here.
Ahí.
Come on.
No puedo ir por aquí. No. Esto debería ser literalmente cuestión de segundos.
Scorpions. At least I know what I'm up against.
Es que me encanta. Este.
I better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad.
Pues ya tenemos todo. Sí. Aquí. ¿Qué he dicho? Si es que ha sido 2 segundos. Las igniciones. Cuando empiezas a encadenar enemigos y tienes delante de día 4 o 5 es una pasada. Toma, toma, toma. Ah, que me lo prepararon. Increíble efecto de sonido.
I present Chance Grabber. Odin's teeth. What a song. And yet, up through it takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flame. I must share this gift. I sing.
125 reputaciones. Incrementa defensa en 30. Muy bueno. Ahora mismo me lo quito. Equipo. ¿Cómo se llamaba? Emblema de protección mejorado.
That monster's taken quite a liking to lead.
And with a bit of luck. How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him? Or did...
I found him. And he asked me to give you this.
Para ti.
You're joking.
Me gusta también la voz este.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times, too. No wonder it's tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like... Here, Clive.
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name kept cropping up. And it turns out he's from Tabor. And again, most leather workers are. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the...
Then we better keep this close to our chest.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to... Still, I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right up.
That was the idea. Clive's idea. Anyway, he did most of it.
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn.
Nah.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And don't get me started how much... I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a curse breaker will have no trouble getting. Anyway, enough narrowing.
Igual tiene ahora mejores equipos. Ahora.
As if there was a better one out there. I wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins... Right, now that's sorted. Thanks, Clive.
Sube a nivel. Sin cinturón, mata dragones. Guay, guay. Vale. O sea, habrá un set de matadragones. Dragones de ellos. Has obtenido el diseño de cinturón matadragones. Los diseños son planos que te permiten fabricar nuevas piezas de equipo de martillo negro. Ahora completo para conocer más detalles.
Back, are ya? So, will it be?
Estás aprendiendo, ¿no? Sí. Vale, sí, eso. Un dragón, contra espinosa, Hiragane. Hace falta un Electrum. No sé qué es ese icono, pero... Electrum, vale. Ah, también el brazal, cinturón y brazal. Y masa gelatinosa. Vale. Vale.
Anything else?
Pues ya hemos acabado. Joder, se nos ha hecho un poco tarde. Voy a por mi recompensa de la reputación y lo dejamos ya.
How may I help you today, Clive? Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Anillo de bárbaro.
You earned this.
Ah, una música y esquerra de cristal.
All yours.
305 y 295 y 350.
All done?
Vamos a ver qué hace el anillo bárbaro. Está muy bueno. Ah, no, mierda, me he quitado una cosa, no creo. Primero. No. Anillo de bárbaro. Incrementa el ataque temporalmente al ejecutar una esquiva perfecta. Dale ahí. Sí, vamos así. Vale, pues ahora sí que sí, está aquí. Guardar. Pues como siempre, muchísimas gracias a los nuevos followers y hasta la próxima. Chao, chao.